Welcome to Senior Club, your trusted place for simple, powerful tips to help you stay strong, independent, and thriving. Every single day, let me start with a question that might change the way you look at your next meal. Is it really possible that a handful of ordinary foods, things you can find in nearly any kitchen, could help you fight off up to 90% of common diseases, protect your memory as you age, and even add years to your life? It almost sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Yet that's exactly what some of the world's oldest and healthiest health coaches have quietly practiced in Japan, where living to 100 isn't just a dream, it's a growing reality. If you've ever found yourself wondering why some people stay sharp and energetic deep into their 80s and 90s, while others struggle with daily health challenges, you're not alone. Most seniors believe aging is just a slow surrender to decline. But what if that's not the full story? What if aging could actually mean getting stronger, more capable, and more connected to life than ever before? Today, we're uncovering the secrets hidden in plain sight. Simple foods that Japanese health coaches and centenarians credit for their remarkable strength, clarity, and resilience. The thumbnail promised a shocking truth, and here it is. These aren't exotic superfoods or trendy supplements. They're familiar, comforting, and surprisingly easy to work into your day. Imagine a world where memory loss slows, aches and pains ease, and the risk of chronic illness quietly fades just by making a few small, delicious adjustments to what's on your plate. Over the next hour, I'll walk you through what these foods are, how they work, and why so few in the West are talking about them. You'll hear the stories of seniors who've quietly rebuilt their strength, energy, and even joy one meal at a time. So before we dive deeper, ask yourself, what if you could wake up next year feeling stronger, thinking sharper, and knowing you were doing the very best for your health? Wouldn't that be worth a closer look? Stay tuned, because today's discoveries could be the start of your strongest, happiest, and longest years yet. And if you have questions or hopes for your own health journey, drop a comment below, because at Senior Club, we grow stronger together. Let's take a moment to really look at the everyday reality. So many seniors quietly face the little aches that linger longer after a walk, the days when energy just doesn't bounce back, or the moments you pause, searching for a word that used to come so easily. Maybe you've noticed it's harder to recover from a simple cold, or that climbing stairs leaves you more winded than it did last year, or perhaps you felt that flicker of quiet worrying, wondering what that new pain could mean, reading headlines about memory loss or cancer, and asking yourself, am I doing enough, or is it too late to turn things around? These thoughts are hard to talk about. For many, there's a silent belief that this is just what aging looks like. And alongside it, that deeper, heavier fear of becoming a burden, of losing your independence, of slowly slipping away from the life you once lived with ease. Even small things, misplacing your keys, waking up stiff, or needing more rest than usual, can spark that sinking question, am I stuck with this forever? If you've ever whispered to yourself, I hope this doesn't get worse, you're not alone. But here's the gentle truth, real change is possible sometimes, in ways that are simpler than you'd expect. What if it didn't matter how many birthdays you've had or how many setbacks you faced? What if you could start a new path with just a few gentle shifts in your daily routine? Around the world, seniors who once felt just like you, tired, uncertain, quietly worried, have found surprising strength through simple, nourishing changes in how they eat and care for themselves. They didn't chase perfection. They just made small, consistent choices. And life got a little lighter, a little stronger. So, ask yourself, what's one thing you wish could be easier? What would you do with just a little more energy, sharper thinking, or steadier steps? Because the answers might be closer than you think. In the next module, we'll explore what science and some of the world's longest living people are quietly revealing about aging, strength, and the surprising power of food. Stay with me. Let's challenge some of the old stories many seniors have carried for years, beliefs that quietly shape our health and hope without us even realizing it. In the West, it's common to hear that after a certain age, it's too late to make a difference, or that our genes have already written the ending. Heart problems run in the family, or memory loss is just part of aging. These messages leave many older adults feeling like passengers in their own health journey, hoping for the best, but expecting decline, as if it were inevitable. But halfway across the world, a quiet revolution is unfolding. In Japan, where more people live past 80 and 90 than almost anywhere else, seniors often stay active, alert, and independent far longer than we expect in the West. In small villages and bustling cities alike, older adults are gardening, walking, cooking, and even dancing well into their 9th and 10th decades. Some researchers refer to this quiet health mystery as the Japanese paradox. How can a country with an aging population enjoy such extraordinary senior health? The answer isn't luck, it isn't genes. In fact, when Japanese families move abroad and adopt Western habits, their health advantages disappear within a single generation. The real secret lies in their daily food rituals, simple, unglamorous, deeply consistent choices about how they nourish their bodies. Imagine a small bowl of warm miso soup, a handful of pickled vegetables, a slice of grilled fish, and a cup of green tea. Serve not with rush, but with presence. Their meals are rich in vegetables, fermented foods, seaweed, small portions of fish, and almost no ultra-processed sugar. There's a respect for balance, variety, and moderation. The message for the rest of the world is powerful. Health is shaped far more by habit than heredity. Even if chronic illness or weakness runs in your family, that path is not set in stone. It can be rewritten, sometimes with something as simple as what's on your plate. In the next module, we'll take a closer look at the actual foods that Japanese elders rely on, and what top scientists have discovered about their effects on memory, heart health, energy, and longevity. You'll see how these gentle habits can fit into your own life, no matter your age, health history, or current routine. So ask yourself, what if it isn't too late? What if a new chapter of strength, clarity, and confidence could begin with just one small change? Now, let's gently open the kitchen door and see what the oldest, healthiest health coaches in Japan actually eat every day. It's not magic pills or pricey supplements, it's a handful of humble, deeply nourishing staples that have quietly stood the test of time. And scientists around the world keep finding more proof of how these foods protect memory, support the heart, and help seniors prevent common diseases. First up, Natto fermented soybeans, famous for their sticky texture and strong flavor. You might picture it being stirred into warm rice, a drizzle of soy sauce softening its bite. Natto is packed with plant protein, vitamin K2 vital for bones and arteries, and natural probiotics that keep your gut and immune system thriving. Some studies even suggest it helps blood vessels stay flexible, protecting the heart over time. Next is miso, the savory paste behind Japan's comforting miso soup. Imagine the gentle aroma rising from a steaming bowl at breakfast or lunch. Beyond its comfort, miso brings minerals, B vitamins, and gut-friendly bacteria that balance digestion and support healthy blood pressure, one bowl at a time. Seaweed, nori, wakame, kombu slips into soups, salads, and snacks. These ocean vegetables are full of iodine for thyroid health, plus calcium, magnesium, and unique antioxidants no land plant can match. The fibers in seaweed also feed your good gut bugs, and studies suggest regular seaweed eaters may enjoy sharper minds and healthier cholesterol levels. Small fish, sardines, mackerel, anchovies are a quiet staple with extraordinary benefits. Because they're eaten whole, they deliver omega-3 fats for memory and mood, plus bone strengthening calcium in every bite. Even canned versions count, making this habit affordable and easy to adopt. Then there's green tea. More than a drink, it's a daily ritual. Rich in protective catechins and just enough gentle caffeine, it helps guard memory, balance blood sugar, and may lower the risk of certain cancers. Japanese seniors often sip several cups throughout the day, finding both comfort and clarity in the ritual. Sweet potatoes, especially the vibrant purple and orange varieties, are a daily side dish in Okinawa, home to some of the world's longest-lived people, packed with vitamin A, fiber, and antioxidants. They support vision, digestion, and steady energy. For active days, finally, fermented vegetables like pickled daikon radish or traditional tsukemono add a tangy crunch to meals while fueling gut health and immunity. What's inspiring is how these foods show up consistently, meal after meal, in the lives of Japan's oldest health coaches. It's never about strict rules or perfection, just small, steady choices that quietly build a stronger foundation for body and brain. In the next module, we'll look at exactly how these foods protect against disease, keep memory sharp, and help seniors live not just longer, but better. As you listen, think about which one or two of these foods you could add to your own week. Even one new habit can make a surprising difference. Now let's go beneath the surface and see why the foods on the tables of Japan's oldest health coaches have such a dramatic impact on long-term health, often in ways that modern medicine is only beginning to understand. First, cancer defense. What makes so many Japanese foods uniquely protective? It starts with their color, flavor, and gentle fermentation. Sweet potatoes, seaweed, and green tea are loaded with powerful antioxidants, compounds that scrub away the unstable molecules, free radicals that damage your DNA and set the stage for cancer. Fermented foods like natto, miso, and pickled vegetables supply special compounds that help your body's own natural cancer-fighting cells, while keeping inflammation down. Seniors who eat these foods regularly have lower rates of several common cancers, especially of the gut, stomach, and colon. Remember, it's not about a perfect diet, but simply including a few servings each week, like a bowl of miso soup or a side of pickled veggies. Your first step: try a cup of green tea with breakfast, or add a few slices of sweet potato to dinner. Second, heart and blood vessel protection. Worried about heart attacks, strokes, or high blood pressure? Here's where traditional Japanese foods really shine. Small fish like sardines and mackerel are packed with omega-3 salt that calm inflammation and keep your blood flowing smoothly. Seaweed and sweet potatoes bring potassium to lower blood pressure and magnesium to relax blood vessels. Fermented foods and green tea act as gentle natural blood thinners, reducing clot risk and making it easier for your heart to pump. Think of your arteries as garden hoses. These foods help keep them clean, flexible, and young. A great first step: swap out a sandwich for a simple sardine salad once a week, or add a sprinkle of wakame to soup. Third, memory and brain power. Perhaps most surprising, these foods support a sharp, healthy brain. Natto and small fish offer rare amino acids and vitamin B12 to keep nerve cells healthy and support memory and mood. Seaweed provides iodine and zinc for a sharp mind. Green tea's gentle caffeine and L-theanine improve focus and reduce senior moments. Fermented foods boost the good bacteria in your gut, your second brain, helping lower anxiety and support clearer thinking. Japanese elders credit these foods for staying mentally active well into their 90s. Start small. Try miso soup as a snack, or blend a bit of natto or tempeh into your breakfast for a brain boost. What's so powerful about this approach is that it isn't a super pill or crash diet. It's steady, daily variety, small portions of colorful, natural foods, each quietly fighting disease on many fronts. Over time, you're building a body that resists cancer, supports a strong heart, and keeps your memory vibrant. And the best news: even a few new habits can make a difference. Quick safety tip: if you take blood thinners, thyroid, or heart medications, check with your health coach before making big changes, especially with seaweed, small fish, or fermented foods. As you listen, ask yourself, are you including any of these disease-fighting foods each week? Could a simple swap like green tea instead of soda or sardines on toast be your gentle first step? Share your favorite swap or your questions in the comments below. Every idea you post helps another senior get started, too. In the next module, we'll take a practical look at how to add these foods to your meals, no matter where you live, what you like, or how busy your day is. Even the smallest habit added today can start working for your future. What do people who live past 100 really eat, and what can we learn from their quiet routines? Let's bring this wisdom to life with real stories, because nothing inspires quite like seeing ordinary people achieve the extraordinary. Meet Keiko, who just celebrated her 102nd birthday in rural Japan. Every morning, as the sun peeks over her garden, Keiko savors the earthy scent of green tea and the savory steam rising from a bowl of miso soup with seaweed and a few tiny fish. She still tends her sweet potatoes daily, her fingers steady and her mind sharp, crediting these simple foods and her lifelong movement for her boundless energy. When asked her secret, she laughs. I eat what my mother taught me and I never stopped moving. Across the ocean, George in the UK once worried every day about his cholesterol and his heart. Inspired by Japanese longevity, he started adding small portions of sardines and fermented veggies to his lunch, swapping his evening chips for the gentle comfort of a cup of green tea. Within 6 months, not only did his health coach notice a remarkable drop in his cholesterol, but George himself felt lighter, brighter, and more eager to get outside for his daily walks. It was easier than I expected, he says, and now I actually crave the foods that are helping me. Mary, from the US, quietly struggled with memory slips and the anxiety that can come with aging. After watching a documentary on Japanese elders, she made a few simple swaps: miso broth with lunch, more berries and sweet potatoes, green tea instead of coffee. Before long, she noticed her thinking was clearer, her mood brighter, and she was joining friends for outings she used to avoid. It's like my old self came back, she shares, and it started with just one small food swap. These aren't rare, miraculous stories, they're the everyday results of ordinary people making gentle, consistent changes. Thousands of seniors in every corner of the world are building strength, joy, and independence one bite at a time. The common thread: small steps every day add up to decades of health. Now, it's your turn. What's the one food you can't live without, or what new habit do you feel inspired to try after hearing these stories? Maybe it's green tea with breakfast, a handful of berries at lunch, or your first taste of seaweed salad. Share your thoughts, your favorite routine, or even your questions in the comments below. Your story could be the spark someone else needs to begin their own transformation. Remember, your next chapter can be just as bright as Keiko's, George's, or Mary's. In the next module, we'll show you exactly how to add these foods to your own life, no matter where you live, no matter your kitchen, so you, too, can build a future as independent and joyful as the world's healthiest seniors. Imagine opening your kitchen to a world of new flavors and gentle, nourishing routines without moving across the globe or learning a single complicated recipe. That's the real magic of Japanese longevity. It isn't about rare ingredients or chef-level skills, but about bringing joy and health to your table with simple, practical steps. Start with a longevity shopping list. Find a tub of miso paste, savory, deeply comforting, and just a spoonful turns plain hot water into a soul-soothing broth. Pick up crispy seaweed, snacks or sheets. Break them into salads for crunch or enjoy their salty snap as a snack. Grab a tin of sardines or small fish, creamy, briny, and packed with heart-loving omega-3 south. Add a bag of frozen edamame, steam them for a few minutes, sprinkle with salt, and savor the bright green pop. Sweet potatoes, deep orange or purple, bring vibrant color, natural sweetness, and a velvety bite to any meal. Look for jars of kimchi or sauerkraut for a tangy, gut-friendly lift, and don't forget a box of green tea, gently energizing, and simple to brew anytime. Simple prep, real comfort. Stir miso into hot water for a warming drink, add chopped seaweed to soups or salads for a burst of umami, or swap regular potatoes for sweet potatoes roasted with a little olive oil until caramelized and tender. Tinned sardines can be mashed with lemon for a zesty spread, served on crackers, or mixed into salads for creamy richness. Edamame make a perfect snack, hot or cold. Kimchi brings a zing to any plate. Try it on eggs, sandwiches, or grain bowls. Green tea. Just add hot water, breathe in the steam, and sip slowly. Easy daily wins. You don't need to overhaul your diet or try every food at once. Start with one new habit. green tea with breakfast, miso soup before lunch, or a roasted sweet potato at dinner. Enjoy the colors, scents, and new flavors. Notice how your meals feel a little more satisfying and your body a bit more energized, even with just a few small changes. You don't have to move to Japan to feel the difference. The world's healthiest seniors didn't chase perfection, they built new habits gently, meal by meal, day by day, affordable, delicious, easy to prepare, and deeply rooted in tradition. These foods can fit any kitchen, any lifestyle. And remember, every step forward counts, no matter how small. If you discover a new favorite, run into a challenge, or want advice finding these foods near you, share your questions and tips in the comments below. Your small win could be the inspiration someone else needs. Coming up, in the next module, we'll talk about what to expect as you make these changes, how your body may respond, the early small wins to look for, and how to keep your momentum strong as you build a brighter, healthier future. Before you bring home that bag of seaweed, brew your first cup of green tea, or taste a bowl of miso soup, pause and imagine this: what if every small food experiment, every curious taste, every gentle step could help you discover more energy, sharper thinking, or a calmer mood? Even a single new habit can quietly change how you feel, meal by meal. If you've ever had trouble with soy, fish, or fermented foods, think of this as a gentle tasting tour. Try just a small bite, maybe the salty snap of seaweed, a creamy spoonful of miso, or the bright pop of edamame. Pay attention to what your body tells you over the next few hours. Do you feel comfortable, energized, or notice any itchiness or tummy rumbling? If anything feels off, pause and check in with your health coach. You're the expert on your own comfort. Some Japanese staples, like miso and pickled vegetables, bring more sodium. Seaweed and leafy greens are high in vitamin K. If you're taking blood thinners, heart, kidney, or blood pressure meds, jot down a quick question for your next appointment. Most health coaches love when you're proactive. It helps them support you in finding the best, safest balance. Unfamiliar flavors and fibers can take time for your gut to get used to. Start with a few forkfuls or sips, chew slowly, and drink extra water. If you notice bloating or gas, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Just scale back, wait a day, and try again in smaller bites. Sometimes a sprinkle of seaweed or a half cup of miso soup is all your body needs to adjust and begin to thrive. There's no gold star for loving every new food. Longevity is built on variety, not perfection. If a flavor or texture isn't for you, just skip it and celebrate what you do enjoy. Consider keeping a tiny food journal. Jot down what you try, and a word or two on how you feel after. Over time, you'll spot patterns, the foods that bring comfort, energy, or a smile. If you have kidney concerns, digestive conditions, or use blood thinners, always double-check with your provider before introducing anything high in vitamin K or sodium. If you ever experience unusual swelling, severe stomach pain, or allergic reactions, don't wait, get medical advice quickly. For nearly all seniors, gentle changes are safe, but your health coach is your trusted partner for customizing your approach. Each new taste, every tiny experiment, is an act of courage and self-care. Whether you add a cup of green tea, swap in a sweet potato, or taste miso soup for the very first time, that's real progress. If you learn a food doesn't agree with you, that's valuable wisdom. You're building a plan that fits your unique needs. Have a question? Feeling nervous? Share in the comments. Your experience might help another senior club friend feel less alone. This journey is yours, and you set the pace. Now that you know how to try these foods safely, we'll explore what positive changes to expect, how to track your progress, and the little victories that add up to a longer, more joyful, and independent life. Remember, even the smallest change is worth celebrating. You have the courage to try, and that's how lasting transformation begins. What if you could step forward in time and meet your future self, the version of you who has chosen, day by day, to nourish your body and protect your independence? Let's try something together. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and picture yourself at 90, maybe even 100, living with clarity, ease, and the comfort of those you love. Feel the morning light as it gently fills your room. Your mind is clear, your body steady, and you stand up with quiet confidence. You move through your home, making breakfast, stirring miso soup, or savoring a warm cup of green tea. Each small ritual reminds you, you are cared for, and you are strong. Imagine laughter at a family table, stories, jokes, and memories swirling around you. Your mind is quick, your memory sharp, and you offer your own wisdom with pride. These aren't moments you watch from afar. You're in the heart of them, connected, alive, and deeply valued. See yourself outside, tending a garden, walking to a favorite spot, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a close friend. Your hands are steady, your heart is grateful, your spirit is bright, even the slow days hold peace, because you know the habits you built, the foods you chose, the small acts of care have added up to this freedom, this joy. Remember the times you worried about decline or losing your spark. Now, notice how those fears have softened. In their place is a gentle pride. You did this. You gifted your future self a life filled with more energy, more connection, and more memories. Let this vision settle in your heart. Every bite you take today, each nourishing meal, every mindful choice is a seed planted for tomorrow's laughter, tomorrow's clarity, tomorrow's hugs. As you open your eyes, ask yourself, what's one moment you hope to savor in your healthiest future? Share it below if you wish your vision might inspire someone else. And remember, this journey is shared. We're cheering for you, one meal, one step, and one hopeful day at a time. Next up, we'll look at how to track your progress, celebrate your wins, and build on every little victory. Ever wondered what just 7 days of trying new foods could do for your body, your energy, and even your outlook on life? Now's your chance to find out with our Senior Club's gentle 7-day longevity food challenge. For 1 week, you'll adjust 1 or 2 Japanese longevity foods to each meal and notice what changes, big or small, show up. Here's how to join. Choose from natto, miso, seaweed, small fish like sardines, green tea, sweet potatoes, or pickled, fermented veggies. Just 2 or 3 is plenty. Start with what feels easiest and most appealing. For breakfast, swap regular toast for a bowl of miso soup or sprinkle seaweed on your eggs. At lunch, toss sardines onto a salad or savor a baked sweet potato. With dinner, sip green tea or add a tangy side of pickled veggies. The idea is ease, not perfection. Each day, jot a quick note. How's your energy, mood, any little lift? Any small wins, less stiffness, more motivation, or simply trying a new flavor? Even the tiniest changes are worth celebrating. Did you enjoy a new taste? Sleep a little better? Share it below or tell someone close. Your small success could be the encouragement another senior needs today. Post your favorite meal, tip, or question in the comments. Swap ideas, offer encouragement, or just say I'm in. To commit, this is how we lift each other up, 1 meal at a time. Set a fridge or phone reminder. Try my longevity food today. Every effort counts. After 7 days, look back. Notice what changed: energy, mood, even curiosity. What was your favorite discovery? Give yourself a small reward. Treat yourself to a favorite activity or call a friend to celebrate your commitment. Progress isn't about perfection, it's about curiosity, experimentation, and the power of steady, loving attention to your health. If you miss a day, gently return and keep going. Every step is progress. Every meal is a gift to your future self, and every comment you share could inspire someone else to begin their journey. Type I'm in below or share which food you'll start with. Together, we'll celebrate every win, big or small. We'll cover safety tips, medication considerations, and simple ways to customize these foods for your needs so you can build momentum safely and confidently. Let's take a few moments to answer your most common questions and gently bust a few myths about Japanese longevity foods so you can feel confident, curious, and ready to try something new. Absolutely not. While sushi is famous, the heart of the Japanese longevity diet is about simple, whole foods often cooked or gently prepared. Grilled fish, canned sardines, just open, season, and enjoy. Miso soup, or even a soothing cup of green tea offer many of the same benefits. No sushi making skills required. Seaweed is rich in minerals, iodine, and fiber, and for most seniors, sprinkle on soups or salads a few times a week is both safe and healthy. If you have thyroid issues or take blood thinners, just check with your health coach first. Moderation and personalization are key. No worries at all, this diet is about variety and balance, not any single food. If soy isn't your thing, try sweet potatoes, small fish, pickled veggies, or green tea. Even 1 or 2 new foods can offer real benefits. You don't have to eat everything on the list to start feeling better. Absolutely. Most supermarkets carry seaweed snacks, canned sardines, or salmon, green tea, and miso paste. Asian or international markets have even more options. Start small, just pick one new item and see how it fits your taste and routine. For most seniors, these foods are gentle and safe. If you have food allergies, are sensitive to sodium, or take medication for your heart, blood pressure, or thyroid, just check with your health coach before adding new foods. Start slow, listen to your body, and know that everyone's needs are unique. Not at all. Many of these foods are budget-friendly and last a long time. Think a bag of sweet potatoes, a can of sardines, or a box of green tea bags. Focus on what fits your taste, budget, and routine. Simple swaps are often the most sustainable. Type them in the comments below. Or let us know, which food are you most curious to try first? Your question might help another senior club friend and could even be featured in a future episode. And remember, you're already one step ahead just by asking and staying curious. Up next, we'll close with a gentle visualization, helping you picture the stronger, healthier future you're building, one bite at a time. Before we wrap up, I want to thank you sincerely for being part of today's Senior Club journey. Every minute you spend learning, every question you ask, and every new food you're willing to try is a true investment in your health, your independence, and your happiness. Remember, no change is too small. Each bite, each step, each new habit brings you closer to the future you deserve. If something in today's episode sparked a new idea, a memory, or a question, I'd love to hear from you. Your comments, your stories, and your suggestions are what make this community strong and supportive for everyone. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts below, or let us know which food or tip you're excited to try next. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. There's so much more to discover together, and your next step to better health is truly just one click away. Next time, I'll reveal one overlooked daily habit that could unlock even more energy, happiness, and freedom in your life. It's something most seniors miss, but it could be the secret to taking your health to the next level. So make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on. As always, stay strong, stay curious, and remember your best years are still ahead. Thank you for being a valued member of Senior Club. I can't wait to see you next time, right here, as we keep building a life that's full of hope, joy, and vibrant health together. Stay strong, stay healthy. Subscribe now, and let's make these years your best yet.